so today we're going to start by talking about sigma notation. Right, sigma means the summa is represented by discrete symbol. Okay. In our sigma notation, it's important that we have a starting number of 1. Right, that's always going to be on the bottom. The ending number is going to be on the top. It's going to be what we go up to, and then you have a formula. So what we're going to do is take all the numbers from 1 through 4 and plug them in where we see an end. Right? You're just going to simplify that out and then add them up. So for this next one here. Okay, so now we can start. Sorry, guys. Camera forgot to record, so I go back. Okay, so here we have our ending number, the start number, and the formula. So when you guys do this out, start with whatever the bottom number is. So this means we're going to put a 1 in where we see a K. So actually show your substitution. So we're going to have a 1. Then everything else besides where you see K is going to stay the same. So 1 squared plus 2. Now we're going from 1 through 5. In between each of these terms, sigma means the sum of, so we're going to have to use addition. So after we plug the 1 in, what do you guys think is the next one? 2. Good, Karen. Right, so we're going to do 2 squared plus 2. Okay. Now I need another plus. What do you guys think is next? 3 squared plus 2. Awesome. Alright, we're going to keep this going. After 3, we should have a 4 squared plus 2. And remember, we have to stop once we substitute that last term in. So it's saying once we sub in the 5, we're done. Okay, so the last term is going to be 5 squared plus 2. Yeah, good.
You have to do this every time, or you're going to substitute each word.
No, this is it.
This is it?
Yes. This is as hard as it'll get, too. The same process, like every time. So once you guys are done, if you just want to actually like solve all these out. So 1 squared is 1 plus 2, 3, yep. Okay, this should give you guys 4 plus 2, 6, 9, 9 plus 2, 7, 8, 7. What's the next one? 18, good job, and then 27, perfect. All right, so let's actually add these all together, see what you get. What you get? 65. 65, good job. Okay, that's it. There's no real trick. It looks way, way more difficult than it really is. You guys just have to make sure you know which number you start with, which number you end with. Okay, that's like the hardest part. Let's try another one of these. Okay. All right, so here we have, what is the value? Okay, we have our lovely little sigma. What's your starting number? What's the first number we should be plugging in here? 1, good job. Good, this is your start. And what number are we going to stop after? 3, good job. All right, so this is going to be the end. All right, here's your formula. All right, so we're going to start by putting in the 1 for where we see a K. So let's start with that one. 2 minus 1 all squared. What operation goes between each of them? Plus sign. Good. Always going to be addition. And that's never going to change. You always have to add to each. Alright, so I got my 1 in. What's the next one? 2. Good. So 2 minus 2 all squared. Plus 2 minus 3 all squared. Should I do 2 minus 4 squared? No, but once we sub that 3 in, we are done. Okay, so make sure we do PEMDAS. Should we do parentheses first or exponent? Parentheses, good. So actually, like, simplify this out. 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. Squared is going to just be still 1. Okay, what's going to happen with this next one? 0 squared, yep. And then what's 0 squared? 0. And then watch out for this next one. 2 minus 3, what's that going to give you guys? Good. Now when you guys square a negative, positive, good job. So our final answer, if we add all these together, what would it really be? 2. That's it. Yeah, we can try this one. This one's a little bit tough because of the PEMDAS, but you guys can handle it. A little tricky. All right. So let's do all of our substituting. See how we do. What's your starting number? 1. Does it have to always be 1? No, it's just whatever they tell you. Usually they do start with 1, but it can be whatever. So here's our start. Okay. The ending 1 is at the top. Okay, here's our formula. Okay, so let's plug them in. Now, notice, are you guys subbing in a -1 or a positive 1? Think about what this is. Positive, okay. So we have a negative sign that's here, and then we're subbing in a positive 1 to the 4 minus, well, 1. Well, oh, sorry, yeah. This is just harder because of the negative sign. Okay. We'll do all of our substitutions, then we'll look at simplifying, right? Now, between each term, remember we need a plus sign. Okay. Great. So we're going from 1 to 3. The next thing we should be plugging in is a 2. So we just plugged in 1. So again, make sure we're not subbing in a -2. We're subbing in a positive 2. From 1 to 3, it's going to be a positive 2. So we have that negative sign. Where we see an n, we need to put a positive 2 in its spot. Now the last part, we need to sub in a 3. Alright, now here's the tricky part of this. What do we need to do first in here? Would you guys make this negative, like multiply, or would you do exponent? Exponent first, good job. So really this is like saying 1 to the 4 is 1, and then you have to make it negative. Good. So we have, this is going to really become a -1 minus 1. What would that give you guys? -2. Alright, so let's try this next one. Alright, same deal. Make sure we do the exponent first and then apply the negative sign. So what's 2 to the 4th? Those of you guys who have calculators. 2 caret 4. 16. And then we have to make it negative. And then we have a -2. What would that give you guys? Close. -18. So let's do this part. 3 to the 4th. And then make it negative. Then -3. So it's going to be a -80. Oh, 3 cubed is 27. Okay, so if we add all these together and see what we're going to get. What do you mean? Oh, like this part, add them up? Like this? This? Yeah, I mean, you could do it all at once there, but you have to make sure your parentheses are like in the right spot. If you don't put the parentheses in the right spot, it kind of messes them up a little bit. But yeah, you could math. Just work on your math skills. Do you guys get -104?
No.
That's what I got.
Good. Okay, thanks. Yeah, it just matters, like, your calculator kind of thinks that PEMDAS, you just kind of want to, like, guide it in the right spot a little bit with the parentheses. But, yeah. All right. So the 2 things I'm going to show you guys that might be a little bit different, but they're not any more difficult, is that if you guys have a number out in front, yeah, exactly. You just take the answer that you would have got normally and multiply it by 3. Because if something's being smushed right next to your sigma, isn't that really what multiplication is when you guys see things that are smushed together? So this is the same deal, right? But what you want to do is actually solve this part out first, like we've been doing, then take the answer and times it by 3. Right, so why don't you guys see if you can do the green part first? You're gonna yeah.
We start with 0.
Yep, so this time look at what you're starting with. You're starting with 0, and we're going to end at 4. So simplify that all first. Get your answer. Thanks, Jess. Want to do it there? Totally right. This is good too. What's the three at the end? So you're going to do all your regular work first, right? So what you've been doing, and then times at the end. Yes, this is yeah, it is. Good. Okay, so that's well, k equals 0, so it's going to k equals 0.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Well, now they are because
Hey, there's this.
I'm gonna go quiet.
I'm gonna go look for the video and watch it.
Come here, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm in here.
Yeah, it's still one of these, like, what you shove in, you can get the first one.
You wrote on my
Okay, that's good, all right. So now after you want to do the first one, number's gonna come back.
fish. Real quick. I don't know that I was on fish.
I think so.
Oh, okay, after 0, number.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. Fish with PH is good.
Oh, so we're going to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So now keep going to the. Oh, great job. Oh, such a great job. Did you see calculator phone?
Yeah.
Did you start at 1?
No, you did 0.
Because you don't have 7.
4. Yeah, I still have the 4.
Maybe.
And just add your, what is that? No. Number 10, 7. And so through.
I probably said something wrong.
And here's your 7. Put it there. Alright, now add all these up. Okay, yeah, add those together. Now you'll be like, great with your stuff. Nobody wants to know how to do it? I see lots of good stuff.
I have a question before you get up there.
Alright. Yeah, add those together. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so make sure you go from 2 to 4 though. That's a cheat sheet. Alright, so let's see what you guys got with all these. There's your 0. And when we gotta go to 4. Okay, so let's see what you guys got. When you guys did your first one, what was your answer? -5. Great. Okay, good. What's the next one? Good. And then 1. Good. Okay, 4. And then 7. Nice. Okay, good. So when we added together all this stuff, what did you guys get? 5. Nice. Good job. Okay. So this is great. You have one more step at this one. When you see a number that's out in the front, like smushed right next to it, we're going to take this 5 times it by that number that's in front, which is going to give us 15. And 15 should be our final answer. How did you guys do with that one? Okay. All right, let's try another one here. Gavel, so it this one. Okay, so this time it's like the same exact thing. If you guys see a number that's in front, but look at what's connected this time. See how you have an addition sign? So what do you think is going to happen with this one? We're going to add it and add it and then add at the end. Exactly right. Okay, do all this first. Okay. At the end, once you simplify, add it all together, and then you're going to add 10 at the very end, very last step. So what you're going to do is you're going to start. This is your start number. Okay, so where you see it then, you're going to plug in and 1. Good, so go ahead and do that first. Good. All right. So this is like your first term. Now the sigma means addition. That means everything is that. Right. So there's just 1 through 5. So think about all the numbers from 1 to 5. After you plug a 1 in, what would you get? 2. Yep. Now where you see that, you're going to put a 2 in it. Then you go up to 5. Yep. Once you sum it to 5, you're done. Then you actually like do all this out. Yeah, sorry. We're doing. Great. Good job. Good job. Good job.
So there's places in
Okay, let's see what you guys got. Alright, so 1 cubed minus 1. Anybody know what that's going to be? 1. Okay, well, yeah, 1 minus 1 would give us a 0. 0. Okay, 2 cubed is 8 minus 1 would give us 7, yeah. Right, 3 cubed is 27 minus 1. Good job. Okay. 4 cubed was 64 minus 1. 3, good. And then 5 cubed is 125 minus 1. It's 124. Okay. Jeff, I know you were flying through this. What'd you get when you added all those up? 230. Okay. So you got 220.
Yeah, but
and then you're right. And then once you add the 10 at the end, then you got 230. How was it for you guys? Not too bad. I feel like you guys did pretty decent with it. Is it way easier than you thought it was going to be? No? Alright. Okay, so here's your homework. On page 260, 4 to 14, even. Please make sure you guys are just doing evens. Okay, not all of them.